and the extortion by perpetrators. The aggrieved locals now want security to intervene in the situation, which has left many parting with huge sums of money. Cuthbert Chigozi is standing by for us for more details. Cuthbert, unfortunately, this vice that we did see in Fort Portal, they did arrest some. It's unfortunate that it has transferred to Hoima. What is happening? Do we know who these culprits are? What is the police doing about it?
Now, Victoria, what I can tell you is that the issue is indeed on a rise, and probably what the security officials are saying is that they're aware of the scenario and they receive so many grievances from the locals or complaints from the locals, and in most particular stealing car license number plates, and of course this is done once the cars are being parked. But then security says they've only managed to apprehend 4 who have been presented into the courts of law. But again, they've also gone out to find out that these culprits who are stealing license number plates are the same people who are stealing cars, because also the issue of car theft is also on the rise in the oil city here. And we find that most of the people now say that they're stranded, because even when these people steal these number plates, the guy had to ask for quite a lot of money, and they're now also saying that issue should be stopped. But of course, speaking to police and other security officials in the area, they say that they've laid down the bigger strategy and they want to see that they completely go ahead and fight this issue. However much they can't fight it up to the last dot, but they'll see that the cases of stealing car number plates are done. But what I understand is that on a weekly basis, close to 5 to 10 cases are being reported to police, and you find that now police is up and down trying to see that the cases are reduced and all those who are doing it are being arrested, and peace will be restored to the oil city in terms of stealing number plates. At least locals can be well secure that once you park your car on the streets of Hoima City, at least you find your car and your number plate safe. Back to you, Victoria.
This big strategy, talking big, comes very soon. Otherwise, more people's number plates will be taken and they will have to pay for them. You know, it's a very bad vice that even here in the central does haunt us. Away from that, in Teso, there is panic among locals in a number of districts after cattle keepers, commonly known as Bararo, illegally entered parts of the districts with their cattle. The agitated area leaders who say the situation is feared to trigger conflict as the locals try to send away the invading Bararo. Eddie Enuru will be speaking to the chairperson of Teso LC5 chairperson Stephen Ochola for more details on this report. Eddie Enuru, in the spirit of Ubuntu, shouldn't we be welcoming these people if they're coming from different areas where, for instance, they don't have grazing lands for their cattle? What is it that they fear?
Well, a very good afternoon, Vicky. I'm coming to you live from Serere district. Now, the question of Balalo is what we're talking about here. And I'm joined by the chairman of LC5, who is the chairman of the chairperson in Teso region. Chairman, let's talk about this question of Balalo. We have seen these Balalos crossing from district to district. What do you make of this?
You know, it's very, very unfortunate that in this era, the Balalo are still roaming. You know, Teso has a bad history. We lost all our cows to the Karamojong, and telling our people to leave the swamps, the wetlands, so that we can graze there. As we're encouraging our people to get back to our cow economy, because, you know, Teso is a cattle corridor. Yes. Our major income earner is cattle keeping. And then now some people are coming in as we are telling people to leave the wetlands for the animals. Other people are coming in to take an advantage. This is angering us as a sub-region, as the district chairpersons who are not happy about it, and who are determined to this Balalo. Why should people roam around from one district to the other? They don't have the movement permits. Their movement permits can be reading a different district, and you find them in your district, and they come at night, they come in lorries, they drive animals by foot. They invade whichever cattle do this Balalo move with. Do they have how much cattle? No, they have many animals. There are many. In Katakwi alone, it is believed to be having over 3,000 heads of cows. And now in my district alone, we are still counting those who have entered. Yes. But yesterday alone, they entered with over 70 animals. And there are those ones who entered earlier on. I don't know how many entered last night. And they still continue to enter. Because you can't tell when they are coming in. They come in lorries and in convoys. So you can't tell how many animals are there. But there are many animals. We don't know where they are coming with these animals from. First of all, even the few animals we have the diseases. We are not very sure whether the animals are safe or they are sick.
So what is the decision of you as chairpersons, you leaders?
As chairpersons, as the chairman of the chairperson of TESO, our decision is one. We want them out of TESO as a sub-region.
Okay.
They can be received anywhere. But for us here as TESO, we are not ready to have them. But I also want to urge our members of parliament to rally behind us and support us to have the Balalo out of TESO. Because we are talking as district chairpersons, it looks like our members of parliament have left this to us as the local leaders. And yet we need them. So it's high time they spoke, because they are the ones who are with the central government. Because where they are coming from, we don't know. Our members of parliament must speak for the people of TESO. Otherwise, for us who have taken a decision, we want them out of TESO. There is no compromise about it. We have them out of TESO. And they must leave immediately.
Thank you very much, Chairman. That is the Chairman, LC5. He's the Chairman of the Chairperson, is the TESO region. So we're talking about the question of Balalo. Oh, now close to every district, they have also invaded TESO region. They are in every district now, stranded. They have nowhere to go. Back to you, Vicky.
Well, thank you so much, Eddie Anuru, for that report. Stranded, nowhere to go, and not wanted. Where would they be going? That, of course, is what will be a story as we follow it up. The populace in West Nile sub-region has urged the government to bring breast cancer screening programs closer to them. This say this will quicken access to diagnosis and start of treatment, since strengthening the fight against the disease in the region. They also want government to expedite the operationalization of the cancer unit at the Arua Regional Referral Hospital, and that is where we'll be starting from with Nsanji Mara. What exactly, Nsanji, is a status quo of the cancer unit in the region, and also very importantly, you want to know how far with operationalizing it. Take a look.
The issue of breast cancer. You know, these days the services are not easy. They are not free. Much as you come to the hospital, only very few people get access to hospital. In most cases, women are in the rural areas, in the villages. And because things these days, health services are at a cost, though in the hospital they are free, but many of the services are not there. But today, when we have this opportunity to have free cancer screening for the breast, we feel very, very happy. We get an opportunity to know what is happening. If the government can have delegate opportunities, when you see some of the mothers who have come here, they are very old. They have been having problems with their breasts, but they have had a chance of getting this exercise. So frequently for women particularly, we will be very happy. And we will save very many women from cancer issues.
In the records of Uganda Cancer Institute, the turn-up wasn't very good in Moyo because it was the first district in West Nile. But under 20 mothers and men, and we got only 4 suspicious masses, which proceeded to Yumbe, where we were able to be for 2 days, and that is 11th and 12th, and we are able to sound scans of the breast, and we are able to do 50.
In more news, Rotarians have called upon the government to establish public libraries in vulnerable communities, since most of the schools don't have libraries, as a way of enhancing literacy levels across the country. This was during the launch of a community library under the Drop Everything